All right, take a breath for a second. This isn't going to be preachy. It's not a sermon. It's more like a conversation I've been having with myself for a long time. And if you're here, maybe you've been having it too. Because when people talk about the second coming, most of us were taught to think about something external, something coming, someone arriving, an event in the future. But the more I sit with this, the more it feels like we may have misunderstood the direction. What if the second coming isn't something that happens out there, but something that happens in here? Here's the simple idea. What if the second coming is the awakening of the Christ within each of us? Not metaphorically, just to sound poetic, but practically, experimentally, in daily life. Because Christ, at least the way I understand it, isn't just a person. It's a state of consciousness, a way of being human. And when Jesus said, "The kingdom of God is within you," that doesn't sound like something we're supposed to wait for. That sounds like something we're supposed to notice, something that we're supposed to awaken. All right, this is where this gets grounded. You can feel this in your own life. When your nervous system is calm, when you're not rushed, not clenched, not bracing for impact, you think clear, you listen better, you respond instead of react. That's not religion. That's physiology meeting wisdom. Calm isn't weakness. Calm is structure. Calm is foundation. This is where science quietly agrees with spirituality. When the body feels safe, the mind opens, perceptions widens, choice replaces compulsion. And people have been calling that awakening for thousands of years, just using different language. This is also where manifestation gets misunderstood. It's not about forcing reality. It's not about visualizing harder. It's not about straining to believe. It's about alignment. When you're aligned, things feel natural. When you're misaligned, everything feels like effort. Neville Goddard said it really clearly. Feeling is the secret. And not intense emotion, but the feeling of normality. When something is truly yours, you're not gripping it. You're relaxed. You're at ease. You might even be enjoying yourself. That ease, that quiet confidence, that's alignment. And this is where I really want to slow down and bring something in that gets missed a lot. Joy matters. Laughter matters. Enjoyment matters. Not as distractions, not as escapism, but as signals. When you're laughing, you're not defending an ego. When you're enjoying, you're not trying to control the future. You're present. And presence is where clarity lives. Christ consciousness isn't heavy, it's grounded, it's steady, it's light, literally and emotionally. My yoke is easy, my burden is light. Wasn't just poetry. It was a description of a state of being. Rudolf Steiner talked about this in his own way. He spoke about warmth in the soul, joy as something that strengthens life itself, humor as protection against rigidity and spiritual seriousness. He warned that spirituality without warmth becomes dry, brittle, disconnected. And you can feel that when you're around it. Real wisdom has softness. Real depth doesn't need heaviness. Now, let me bring this back to the raw, real part. This isn't about becoming perfect. This is not about fixing yourself. It's not about transcending being human. It's about inhabiting being human fully. You don't awaken by training harder. You awaken by relaxing into truth. Truth doesn't shout. It doesn't rush. It doesn't pressure you into belief. It feels steady, clear, honest. Like that moment when you exhale and realize, oh, nothing's actually wrong right now. That moment, that's it. And this doesn't require leaving your life. It happens in conversations, work, family, traffic, ordinary days. It shows up when you choose softness over armor, understanding over being right, presence over reaction. That's where the second coming actually lives. So if there is anything practical to take from this, let it be simple. Pause more often. Breathe slower when you notice tension. Be kinder in the way you talk to yourself. Let yourself enjoy what's already here without guilt. You don't need permission for that, because the kingdom was never somewhere else. It was never later. It was never reserved. It's here. It's now. It's within. And every time you choose clarity over fear, love over control, presence over performance, the second coming happens again. So go in love and peace. I wish you wisdom and understanding. Enjoy this day. And remember who you are.